What's up, my fellow Eagles fans? What's up? What's up? It is your boy Roy back again with another episode of the Preaching to the Birds podcast, where we like to bring you the latest breaking Eagles news as it comes to you, but we like to just put the real truth on it, nothing but the truth. So help me God. So let's get right into the truth, right? So the Eagles had a practice a couple days ago. Sorry I couldn't get to you guys quicker. Been busy with work and just regular day life, stuff of that nature. Had to take a little time for myself. And I thought since we had a little break from practice, I would take a little time off. But let's get into the news. Let's get into the truth from the padded practice that we had a couple days ago. So we're gonna talk about two major things. One, Jalen Carter is a dog. Jalen Carter is a dog. We'll talk about that, why he's a dog. And then two, we're going to talk about our first round pick, Quinyon Mitchell, and how much of a steal he looks like right now. He should have never got to, the pick that we got him at. And realistically speaking, it's a blessing that we have him. Now, that's been said, let's get into the video. So before we get into the Quinyon Mitchell and the Jalen Carter news, we're going to talk about some recent updates. So Eagles signed former Commanders and Giants center/guard Nick Gates to a deal. Nick Gates last played for the Commanders, but now he comes to the Eagles in order to bolster our offensive line even more. Obviously, this means that Matt Hennessy or another one of our offensive guards isn't performing to Jeff Stoutland's, needs. He's just not there yet. But it is what it is. I'm not really too worried about it. And Jeff Stoutland, we trust. Maybe it's just another backup piece. But now that's been said, let's get into who missed the practice and who did not miss the practice. So Eagles injury report from Brandon Lee Gouton. Who will not practice was Oren Burks, knee, and Tyler Steen, ankle. Limited was Trevor Keegan with a shoulder injury. Realistically speaking, I'm really disheartened by what I've heard from Oren Burks or what I've seen from Oren Burks, simply because Oren Burks is supposed to come here and be that veteran presence outside of Devin White. And with him not being here, him not being able to really practice because of a knee injury, his chances of making the 53-man roster get smaller and smaller every day. And with that being said, that's really bad news for him and his family. And I really wanted him to do well just because I wanted that outside presence of, a fast, strong, hard-hitting linebacker that I thought Oren Burks was going to be able to provide for us. And him not being able to do that, it's very disheartening news. Well, that means let's get into the good news, right? So, if you haven't heard, Jalen Carter is a monster. Jalen Carter is a beast. Jalen Carter is a dog. Jalen Carter decided to toss a 365 lineman like a rag doll. And with that being said, you got to love that. You got to love that news. That news was brought to us by Brandon Lee Gouton. He just swatted the crap out of Mekhi Becton to get pressure on Hurts. And realistically speaking, you got to love it. You got to love it. Jalen Carter has so much talent in the body, and I feel like it's a bet he's going to get at least 6 sacks this season. At least 6 sacks this season. It's his season to really do it. It's his season to really, take over the mantle. And, yeah, I definitely think that Jalen Carter is going to step up to the plate with Fletcher Cox being gone. And with that, you got to love it as Eagles fans. You got to love it. Also, in talking about pancake news, Fred Johnson pancake Zach Bond, who didn't like that and ran up on the field and, hit him in the back. It's pretty interesting news. Personally, I love all the smoke. All the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the Eagles players having that attitude. Like, we gonna have to square up. So we have to square up real quick. But I thought it was pretty cool to see that Fred Johnson got a nice little pancake on Zach Bond during their one-on-ones. First team defense from that day was Zach Bond and Devin White once again. Nakobe Dean still is struggling to get the amount of playing time we really want from him. But let's move on to the Quinyon Mitchell news. Now, for those of you who don't know, those of you who do not know, that is not a catch, okay? That's not a catch. That is Quinyon Mitchell locking up A.J. Brown one-on-one. Yeah, A.J. Brown goes up there and gets it with one hand. Cool. But what did his feet do? What did his feet do, baby? That's 1 foot in the NFL. That is not a catch, baby. It's not a catch. And what I love about it, too, is reported by, some of the reporters, Brandon Lee Gouton, you know what I'm saying? He or Thomas R. Peterson, one of the two. I'm doing this off the top of my brain right quick. I like how Quinyon Mitchell put a little swag on it. He over here staring down A.J. Brown as he does it. And I love that. I hope you love it too, because cornerbacks that have that type of swag, that type of mindset, that I'm not going to give up mindset, I'm not going to back down from anybody mindset, that is a beautiful thing to have. And with that being said, I think Quinyon Mitchell is going to be great for this Eagles team. The Eagles have been finding ways to get him involved by putting him in the nickel cornerback position during dime defense. And, that's one of the reasons why I think Quinyon Mitchell has a chance to be a mother-humping stud for the Eagles. And I'm so glad, so thankful that the Eagles drafted him. He has all the tools that, a cornerback would want to succeed. Long arms, really fast, right mindset. We got to steal, y'all. But all right, that's all I really got for y'all today. There's a padded practice coming for you guys today, or open practice. Hope you guys get to attend it. Let me know how you guys feel.